I don't know why this feels like it's more awkward than it actually is. I'm not really used to doing these intro videos or any kind of sort of stuff like that, right? Um, but we'll figure it out. And when I was getting ready to make this, I thought of several things how I wanted to go about this, right? Like I thought, should I do talking points, do like some sort of I don't know, flashcard kind of deal, right? But I think I'm gonna throw that out the window, and we're just gonna freestyle this shit. First off, if you've stumbled across this channel or someone shared it with you, however you made it here, welcome to whatever this channel is. Uh, I'm James. I started this off originally as kind of just showing a friend of mine at work, because one day we were talking about video games, right? As tends to be, you know. And I was telling him about this game I was playing at the time, Helldivers 2. When I think it was around when it first came out. I was like hooked with that game, right? And he was like, "Oh, that sounds cool," and all this stuff, but he had never heard of it and anything. Full disclosure, I'm sorry if you hear cats in the background. I got a couple in the room with me. They're in cat jail for undisclosed crimes. But anyways, I we were talking, and I basically told him, I was like, "Hey, I could, it's nothing on me. I could, because I play the game anyways, after work, before work, whatever. It's like I could always screen record it and send you, a YouTube link or something, a private, upload the videos in private and send them a link to them, right? Unlist them or whatever it's called." And I ended up finding out I have a lot of fun making these videos. And granted, I'm not the best at this, but then it became a point where I was telling him about a different game, and then I'd go and make a video on that game. And I ended up making kind of somewhat of a series. I mean, I still haven't quite finished it yet, but yeah, it's really this whole channel. I don't aspire to be like the next big YouTuber, the next PewDiePie, the next Markiplier, the next Vanos, the next whoever, insert your favorite YouTuber here, right? My approach to this is more for fun. I mean, I personally don't foresee my stuff taking off, it's just really something for me to do, because I've always loved video games. I've always loved, or I've had an interest, I guess I should say, in video, film design, recording, and stuff. Not that I've really taken any, like, special courses or training or learning lessons for it. I mean, I had that one class, photography class, back in middle school, but that was I don't even want to talk about how long ago that was. But yeah, this channel started off, well, I can't really even say that because I've had this channel forever, but the whole, I guess, recordings and stuff started off as just showing a friend, right? But it's become something that's been fun to do, and this video, and pardon if you haven't figured it out by now, I ramble like a motherfucker. Pardon my language, but I ramble like a motherfucker. It's something that I don't get to do as often as I'd like to, with life being as crazy as it is. You get off of work or whatever, or you set up, you're like, hey, this day I'm gonna go do a video on this, and I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be funny, it's gonna be awesome. Then the time comes, and usually, as life is, something happens and you don't get around to it. Well, do that for like 2 or 3 months straight, and you're like, oh man, the time flies. But anyways, I'm not going to sit here and ramble about that, because that's a whole nother thing. But and what I've learned a lot, I guess, in the little bit that I've gotten to do this, is just cool. I mean, I've learned some really interesting techniques about recording, and I'm still learning a lot. You'll probably see in my videos how the progression goes from kind of, well, I guess my first 2 videos, there's no face cam or mic or anything, right? Because like I said, they were just general recordings for a friend. And then you'll see where I introduce a face cam and a mic, which granted, it's not the greatest, and even right now, I don't know if what I'm doing is good. I'm learning this as I go, right? And I know this camera isn't really the greatest, but it gets the job done, right? For a hobby, I think my setup does the job fine. Um, but I have a different kind of approach on how I like to do videos. Don't get me wrong, I love the heavily edited like meme, YouTuber edits and stuff. And a lot of my videos, they're more of a longer, slower, kind of calmer format. And granted, I know not a lot of people want to sit there and watch hour-long videos. That's just kind of me. I get carried away, and I'll play a game for an hour before I even realize, I'm like, oh man, I've been recording for so long. But so I'm kind of, a lot of this brief journey has been figuring out what works best, for me and what I think people would like. Yeah, so there's gonna be bumps along the road, some potholes, maybe a flat tire or two, but yeah, that's kind of what makes it fun, just kind of learning and trying new things and stuff. But yeah, I guess right now, this video is kind of, well, it's kind of a I can't even think of I'm brain farting right now, I'm sorry. It's not only serving as an intro to my channel, but this video is going to mark when I'm going to make my videos public, because up until now, they've been unlisted. They've been on a playlist that's unlisted, and only, I think, 1 or 2 people that have the link can actually go to it. And some people may wonder, like, why would you leave them unlisted, Is it because you're scared of trolls, you're scared of, like, criticism? You don't want, that interaction? And really, it's a mix of everything. Like, when you're doing this just for fun or just for whatever, it's not really important that you get that sort of exposure. And for the longest time, I was debating on if I really wanted to keep doing these videos. But I think through finding out that I enjoy doing this, I want to make them public, more so not really for exposure, but for the fact that if someone happens to come across my work and they like it, they have access to more of it, right? Because I feel like my stuff is more of a laid-back approach to gaming, and who knows, people's styles change over time. I may mix things up a little, I may not. This may not really go anywhere, I don't know. Either way, it'll be a journey and it'll be fun to have together. So if you look through my videos and you like what you see, feel free to stick around, subscribe, like them, don't subscribe, don't like them, comment, don't comment, feel free. Yeah, hopefully someone out there enjoys these videos that I do, even with all the hiccups that happen along the way, like that last video I recorded where the mic took a crap and I didn't even notice it until a week later. But yeah, it's all a learning experience, it's all a journey, and it'll be fun to see where we go. So anyways, right after I'm done recording this and uploading this, I'm going to go and start making my videos public. Only like a handful of videos, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for giving me a bit of your time, and I hope you enjoy.